Hey, what's up everybody, this is Muth24, and today I'll be taking a look at the Master Grade Nu Gundam. For those who recall, I did a poll back end of August, early September, as to which Master Grade I should get, and there were three options, and this is the one that won. I apologize for taking so long in getting this review done, but it's finally here. Taking a look at the front of the box here, we've got the Nu Gundam with his shield and his rifle, and then you've got some of the rifle bits deployed. Taking a look at the side, you've got front and back shot, some details on the cockpit, the backpack, beam saber, and then the inner frame. There's another shot of the Nu Gundam, and then all those different weapons, the hyper bazooka, the fin funnels, the die-cast parts, which I'll get to later on, the mesh piping on the back of the legs, the marking and decals, and the different weapons again. You also get one of these little cardboard inserts with the kit. These don't come in most of the newer Master Grades, at least as far as I know, but they did include them in many of the older Master Grades. And taking a look at the instruction booklet, it's very similar to most Master Grades. It's got the Nu Gundam up front there, specs on the mobile suit, list of all the plates, and then we get right into building the Gundam. And then you go bit by bit. Middle here you've got some info on the mobile suit's involvement in Char's Counterattack. Again, a shot of the weapons and the mobile suit itself. A list of colors if you're going to paint it. And then flipping into the back, there's the instructions on how to connect all the fin funnels together, where the decals will be applied on this suit, and then a back shot, pretty much opposite of this image here. I did go ahead and paint this kit, and I did it in a sort of battle-scarred or weathered look. Initially I was planning on doing a metallic paint scheme to the Nu Gundam, but it was just getting colder out, and I didn't know when it was going to start raining or snowing, as it happens to do in Michigan when it gets to be wintertime. So this is my weathered or battle-scarred, or whatever you want to call it, Master Grade Nu Gundam, and I watched the last half hour, 25 minutes or so of Char's Counterattack to get a better idea of where this suit gets hit and with what. So as you can see here, I've got a slash from the beam saber of the Sazabi. I've got some dirtied up parts on this leg and the shoulder and stuff, because there's a part where there's like an explosion and some beam blasts hit his shoulder, as well as some explosions from a meteoroid hit him, and on this arm, this hand gets crushed by the Sazabi. So I took my X-Acto knife, made some cuts in there, painted it up, and other parts I just kind of did like little silver marks on the edges there, just to show some weather and wear. He's really not all that beat up on the back, but like I like the vents here, I decided to put some gray bits there. I did the same thing on the inside of the leg thrusters, and the thrusters on the side of the legs there. So I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. I kind of wound up weathering it more than I thought I was going to initially, but I'm still very happy with the final product. As far as colors that you're going to get right out of the box on this kit, you're going to get the white for the majority of the suit. You are going to get this orangey yellow for the chest vents there, the front of this arm, the double V fin, and a couple parts here and there. You're going to get this very, very dark blue for the chest, for the arms, for the legs and the feet, as well as the backpack. And then you're going to get red for the cockpit, the crotch, the chin piece, and then obviously gray for the inner bits here. This kit does have a full inner frame as opposed to the RX-79, which came out earlier in the same year as this kit. Both of them were 2000 releases. The Nu Gundam is a pretty tall lead Gundam at roughly 22 meters. So for size comparison here, I have the Turn A Master Grade, which is roughly a 20-meter Gundam. And as you can see, the Nu Gundam is almost a head and a half taller than him. And the Shining Gundam, which I believe is about 15 meters. I have him here in hyper mode, but you can see the Nu Gundam just towers over him. The poseability for the head is only going to allow you to go back and forth a little bit unless you get this big part on the back of the head over the neck, in which case you can kind of angle it down a little bit. The chin will hit along the front here on either side though. If you get the neck to go back quite a ways, it can look like he's, you know, flying towards you if he's on an action base or something, and then the neck can rotate a lot further and actually can go 360 that way. But I feel like Bandai could have adjusted the way they went about designing the head or the neck guards there. The cockpit does open up, and you can see Amuro Ray inside of there, and you've got some nice details with the inner mechanics here on the gray. The arm can kind of go up and down a little bit at its connection to the actual torso, and same goes for back and forth. This shoulder can go up and down. The arm itself at the shoulder can rotate 360, go up about that high, and go back in. The joint above the elbow can rotate 360, and it can bend at the elbow with the armor off, 180 flush, and with the armor on, it's still going to go 360. Shoulder's going to be able to go up a little ways, but obviously, since you've got the armor on the top and the armor on the side, it's not going to go all the way. Can bend almost 180, not quite, and then the same is going to go on the other side for you know, the hands, that they can rotate, wiggle around a little bit. And you do have 3 fingers here, 1 trigger finger, and then a ball joint for the thumb. There's a ball joint in the torso that allows it to swing side to side there and wiggle around a little bit, although you can't get a 360 rotation out of it just because of how high up the crotch piece and then the back piece is. The side skirt armor is just on a single hinge that connects to the waist joint, and it doesn't have any rotation side to side, but it can go up pretty high. The front skirts can go up that high, can wiggle around, and the back skirt armor can go up that high until it hits the backpack, and they can also wiggle because they're on ball joints. You have 4 individual ball joint thrusters here on the back, and then this connector for the beam saber handle can rotate back and forth. The legs with the armor off are able to bend about that far. They are connected by ball joints to the waist, so you can get some nice mobility out of those. The feet will wiggle back and forth, front to back as well, and can rotate, not quite 360, but they can go, actually they can go 360 if you're careful about it. This piece here, the black piece it's showing through, is actually die-cast metal, and there's also a part here inside the waist that give it better weight distribution when you add the fin funnels and all the weapons on. With the armor on, however, the poseability in the legs isn't a whole lot different, although going out to the side it's a little bit more limited. You can go that far forwards, that far backwards. You already saw the bend there, and then the ball joint is limited because of the fact that this armor on the side comes down, so you're only going to get so much out of that. And then the little thruster here on the back is able to go up, and then the actual booster itself is a separate joint. One thing I should note on this is that the back thruster here isn't actually attached to the leg. It's a separate piece that will connect to the leg armor here that goes over the actual inner frame. These smaller thrusters on the bottom of either foot will move back and forth, and I feel that the mesh piping for the backs of the legs adds a nice effect. So that wraps up part 1 of my review. Check back for part 2 when I will go over the decals and stickers included with this kit, as well as the weapons and accessories. See you then.